Hi guys, welcome back to this training. Coach Concord here again, and of course we're still in Prolanz Academy. So in this video, in this class 4, we'll be talking about messaging art. Okay, how to get potential customers to reach you on your messaging apps, like WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram Direct, so as to make inquiries about your offers or to buy from you. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's class, and it's going to be very practical. So at the end of today's class, you should be able to run messaging ad by yourself. Okay, you should be able to get people to reach out to you on WhatsApp, to reach out to you on Facebook Messenger, to reach out to you on Instagram Direct through your ads. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So join me as we do a bit of time to load up, and let's go to um, Ads Manager. I'm sure you know what the Ads Manager is. If you do not, then you want to go back and take a look at the previous videos, the last two videos. Okay, let me look at this. This is this one. All right, so what's this about? Oh, oh, excuse me. Oh, I get. Okay, let's do what we're here for. So now, of course, create. Okay, so create a new campaign. You might see something like this when you click on create. You might see something like this. You can see use the existing campaign, create a new campaign. Okay, so because we are doing messaging ad, let's just create a campaign from scratch. So now what is the next thing they're asking us to do? They're asking us to choose a campaign objective. And what is the campaign objective for this class? For messages. Okay, so we are running messaging ads. Let me select this. So when you're about to run yours, just follow this step by step. The next thing is that you want to name the campaign. So let's name it test. Of course, the name you want to give to your campaign should be, excuse me, should be either the name of the product or the name of the offer, basically, so that you can easily track and you can easily remember what the ad is for. Okay, especially if you when it gets to the point where you're now running lots of ads, you want to be able to name your ads so that you can easily identify them, and once you see the name, you can know which is which. Okay, so now let's do, but for this you are doing test ad, or let's say you are doing shoe shoe campaign. Okay, then the next thing you want to also add dates, because if you are running ads for clients or for yourself, you want to add the date you started the ad, especially if you are running for clients, so you can easily remember or track down to when the ad started running. So you can really say, okay, this ad has been running for the past 5 days and I've been spending like 2,000 naira per day. And okay, so in the past 5 days I've spent like 10,000 naira at least on this ad, and I've been able to generate so amount from this particular ad. So adding a date helps to also track. So let me say we want to start running this ad on the 14th of um of May 2022. So the next thing is we want to name the ad set. At times, to make it fast for me, I just copy this first word here. Just copy it to make things fast for me. And I paste, Ctrl V, and I write ad set. I paste again, I write add. I continue. So it's actually very simple, okay? It's actually very simple. We'll soon get to the part that is a little hard. Okay, but I want to close this stuff. Um, should be a way to close this and then use it to expand view. All right, so everything here is okay. So we leave it as it is here. Don't touch anything here. Just click on next. All right, so this is now the ad set level. This is where we now set up, how we want our ads to deliver, where we want it to deliver, who we want to target, and all of those things, right? How we want it to deliver, where we want it to deliver, and who we want to target. To set everything here. So the first thing is, how do we want it to deliver? We want it to deliver as a message, and so leave this as click to message. Okay, this one, leave it as click to message. Just leave it like that. Don't touch it. Then we want it to deliver, like I said, I don't know if of course I know I've mentioned that before. You can actually select all. This is Facebook Messenger, this is WhatsApp, this is Instagram. So here they are saying choose where you are available to chat. Okay, so um, this is Messenger, this is WhatsApp, and this is Instagram Direct. So you want to choose where you are most available to chat. All right, if you know you're available to chat on Messenger, you can select Messenger. If you know you're very available to chat on Instagram, you can select Instagram. If you're running an Instagram ad alone, we're going to talk about that later. If you're running an Instagram ad alone, you just want to select Instagram. That is if you want them to send you messages on Instagram. Or because you can also run Instagram ad and send the traffic to your WhatsApp. Okay, so for this, the procedures are all the same. Actually, the only difference is that if you're using the WhatsApp, they will ask you to connect your WhatsApp number to your page, okay, your WhatsApp business number to your page. If you have not done that, they will ask you to do it here. So you're going to see something like this that says add your number. So you add the number, you connect, they send you the code, you input the code, and it's going to connect automatically. All right, so you can do the whole three, or you can just select one. Okay, but in this case, let me use WhatsApp as the case study because it is the most popular messenger. It is the most popular messenger. Okay, let me use WhatsApp. Then mm, so let's just continue. I wanted to go back and probably use our the other Facebook account that we use to create our shoe stuff. But then it's fine, it's still the same procedure, whatever page you're using, whatever account you're using. So let's just continue. So let's say we are using this page and this, and we are using WhatsApp. The next thing we want to do is to fix in our budget. Okay, so let me quickly talk about this. Remember I mentioned that the least budget that Facebook allows is 416 naira, 416 naira. So you don't want to do anything less than 500 naira per day, per day. Okay. Um, but I advise, or we advise, if you're running an ad. Now remember that Facebook is an international company, and actually they charge or they measure their charges in dollars. Okay, so $416 or 416 naira or 500 naira is like just $1 to them, and it's like the barest minimum. And believe me, you do not want to run an ad that you expect to get results from with just $1 per day. Okay, if you want to run an ad that um that will give you good results, should be your budget should be around $5 per day and above. In fact, your least budget should be $5 per day. If you want to run an ad that will give you good results, your least should be $5 per day, and $5 means the least level of the good results that an ad can give you. I hope I'm passing the message right. So $5 a few months ago, $5 would be, but with this amount now, $5 would be like 2,000 naira. Okay, $5 would be like 2,000 naira. So 2,000 naira is the minimum you want to use. Okay, 2,000 naira is the minimum you want to use. If you are interested in getting result, of course you can start with 1,000 naira to test. To test, let's say, okay, I want to know if this stuff would actually sell on Facebook, and you run a very good ad. You can put 1,000 naira just to test, and if with 1,000 naira you're able to make one or two sales, or you're able to get a number of leads, then you can say, okay, I think this advert will do very well if I scale or if I increase the budget. So you can now go ahead to increase the budget to 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 per day. Okay, so with that being said, um, let's go ahead. So let's say I'm using 2,000 naira per day. Then the next thing is the schedule. When do I want this ad to start? Right? When do I want this advert to start? Now, another thing you must note is, like I said earlier, set up your advert and schedule it to always start at 4 a.m. Okay? At 4 a.m. West African time. At 4 a.m. Anytime at all, actually. 4 a.m. anytime at all. But the way this ad account was set, we actually chose this specific time. It is not like African time. Okay, so if I want to target Nigerians now, and I'm setting my advert with this time, I will set it at 12. I'll schedule at 12:30. 12:30 Pacific time is equivalent to 4 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, but for your own case, set like we did when we were setting the ad account and everything. Set yours for use Nigerian time, the Lagos in African +1, GMT +1, use Nigerian time. So come here, do 4 a.m. 4 a.m. the next day. So if you are setting an ad today, don't set it to start running today because it's going to take Facebook some time to approve the ad. So just schedule it for 4 a.m. the following day. So if you do that, you help Facebook, give them enough time, they will look at your ad, then they approve it and they schedule it for you. So by 4 a.m., your ad will start delivering. Your ad will start, flying. Okay, so let me move this now to 14th, which is tomorrow. At let me just use 4 a.m. for your sake. Let's imagine this is Nigerian time. So I do 4 a.m. Then you can add this if you want the advert to run for a specific period of days. You can add this. That is, let's say you are just running a campaign to get people to know about something for a period of days. Okay, but if you are running an ad to sell stuff, you don't want to add that because you don't want the ad to end. You don't want it to end actually. If you're running an ad and the ad is doing well, giving you results, selling your stores for you, you don't want it to end. So don't add an end date, just leave it. And if anything happens that will require you to put off the ad, just go to your ad manager and put it off. All right. So yeah, we've said this. Let's scroll down. Come to the audience level. Okay. Come to the audience level. In another video, we're going to talk about audiences. Okay, but for now, we are setting our messaging ad. So let's set this up. Just click on edit. So now, if you are running an ad, especially if you are selling a physical product, pay attention to these locations. Okay, people living in or recently in this location, you don't want to use that. So you want to use people living in this location. So if you want to target people, if you want to focus your ad on, let's say, Lagos, you want to target people living in Lagos. Because if you use people living in or recently in this location, you might get people in Abia or in Enugu seeing your advert simply because they were in Lagos some days ago, some weeks ago. And you do not want that. You just want people living in Lagos. Okay? So let me change this to Lagos. You can use any state. Let me show you locations. Enter one or more global regions, countries, states, one or more. Okay, one or more cities, postal codes, addresses, designated market areas to show or exclude your ad to people in those locations. Okay, excuse me. So you can include as many states, as many countries. Although for if you're running an ad from Nigeria, there's some kind of countries you cannot add together. Okay, you cannot add them. You cannot target all of them together. All right. We're going to talk about that later. I want to start looking at audiences and everything. So now we are running messaging ads. So let's say we are targeting Lagos. We want people in Lagos to see our ad. So Lagos, you select Lagos, Nigeria, or Lagos State City, or anyone. Let me just do states. I want everyone in Lagos State. I want everyone living in Lagos State to see my ad. Okay, let me add one more state so you get to see. Let's say I add Abuja. Abuja. If that is if I have the capacity to deliver to Abuja. Of course, if you're selling a digital product or your client is selling a digital product, you can, add the whole of Nigeria, so anybody that sees it can just come to buy. Or you can add specific locations that you know that your digital product will have relevance. All right. So let me add one more. Let's say I want to add Ibadan, your state. You can even add a particular town in a state. If you don't want to add the whole state, a particular town, add it, a street name, just add the street name. Okay, so now let's go down. We are done with locations. Now we want to add age. We want to edit age. Okay, so age, by now you should have known the age of the people that have been interested in your advert. Okay, the age of the people that have been interested in your advert. So um let me say the product I want to sell is a shoe, and the people that will be able to afford my kind of shoes are from, let's say, age 28 and above or 27 and above. Now I don't want old people, 65 plus. Let's say I want to people of 50 years can still buy. Can just leave it at 50. Okay. Then the next thing I want to do is gender. What kind of shoes am I selling? Is it a male shoe? Is it a female shoe? Or am I selling a shoe that can a guy and a woman can wear? Okay, so but let's imagine I'm selling for men, so I'll tick that. But if you're selling a product that is suitable for both men and women, just leave it at all. If you're selling a product that is suitable for only women, leave it at um, tick women. Okay. If you're selling a feminine shoes, just tick women. All right. So the next thing we want to do is after that, the next thing we want to do is click on show more options. Okay. Show more options. Now, this is another part, detailed targeting. This is where we are allowed to add demographics, add interest and behaviors of our audience, the people we want to target. Okay, so we can add demographics, we can add interest. So just click here, and by now, before now, all these things would have been done. As I said, we'll soon get to the hard part. The hard part is the part where we'll get to do research to find out who our audience or who our ideal audience, what they look like, the things they're interested in, and what they would like about what they like, and use those things to now search for them on Facebook through stuff like interest, what they're interested in. Behaviors means how they behave on social media, how they behave on Facebook, the kind of phones they use, how they behave, the kind of pages they like, the kind of pages they are they page admins. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to communicate. So their behaviors is different from their interest. Interest is things that they are interested in. How do you know? How does Facebook know things they are interested in? By the kinds of pages they like, okay, by the kind of information they read, okay, by stuff like that. Then demographics refers to you know stuff like are they married, are they married? You understand? When do they have their birthdays? All of those things are under demographics. So let's say I want to select interest and I say I'm selling a shoe. So I'm selecting if anybody is going to buy a shoe, then that person will be interested in things relating to shoe, like Nike is a company that does shoes. Then I can say, let's say Adidas shoes to go to interest. You can see employers is the demographics, school demographics, job title demographics, then there's interest of Adidas. So I just click on this. Then I can do suggestions. Okay. You now see different shoe brands, Nike, Air Max, Puma, Under Armour, online shopping, Converse, and everything. So you also select this. So it's advised to not select more than five. Okay, if you must use this, don't select more than five. If you must use this detailed targeting option. At times you can decide not to use it and just leave it open. Let every man see it, and anyone that's interested will buy. There's some products like that you don't need to select target interest. Just leave it open. Don't select anything, just leave that part open, and people of course are going to buy. That's the truth. If it's a product that has a general appeal, you do not want to do this. All right, so let's say I just leave it at this tree. Okay, there are some other options like exclude, like narrow audience, but let's leave that for now. We're going to talk about that later. Then the next part is the languages. let's leave it at all languages, or we can select just English. You can choose to say English. English. All right. So connections, leave these ones as they are. There's something like as custom audiences, but we'll talk about that later. The custom audience is to reach people who have already interacted with your business, or lookalike audience to reach the new people similar to you, or blah blah blah. So we'll talk about that later. So now we are done. You can save this if you like. If you're sure that this audience will deliver, you can just save it. But let's leave that. Let's leave that. The next we want to do is come here and choose the placement. Okay, but we don't want to use automatic placements. Automatic placements is only should only be used when you are doing a retargeting ad. Okay, we're going to talk about retargeting ad later. Retargeting ad means you did an ad and some people communicated or interacted with your ad or engaged with your ad, and you want to retarget those very set of people again with another ad. You can use automatic placement so that everywhere they go, if they're on Facebook, if they're on Instagram, if they're on whatever, anywhere they go, you can always retarget them. The ad will meet them. Okay, but for this one, since it's the first time ad and we have a limited budget, let's use manual placement, because if we use automatic placement now, the ad, Facebook is going to spread the ad to lots of platforms, and your budget might not be able to, you know, might satisfy all of those platforms, and in so doing, the results will be little as compared to when we just focus on Facebook alone. So let's want to focus on Facebook alone. I untick this, untick Facebook, then come here, see feeds, click on it, then see this audience network, on click, Instagram, on click, leave it on Facebook alone. And that is it. That is it. Optimization for ad delivery, conversations. Good. Want it to be conversations. At times you might see something else. You might see other things like link clicks. If you see link clicks, don't use link clicks, use conversations for messaging ads. For messaging ads, let it be conversations here. So leave every other thing, then click on next. Now this is where we now set up the advert itself, like the head, the creatives. This is how we set that up. So now we come here, just scroll down, leave every other thing the way they are, then scroll down, come here, and leave it at single image or video. If your ad creative is a single image or video, leave it here. But if it's a carousel is a kind of ad that allows you to select two or more scrollable images or videos. That means you can put like 10 images of different shoes that you are selling, all of them leading to the same website or the same landing page. Okay, let's say 10 pictures of different shoes. So let me select that and show you quickly. So now they tell you 0 of 10 cards added. So you can just say add cards, select the add image, you select an image. Let's say I select this one, continue. They'll ask me to they will ask me to um, tick this, add preview, tick it, add headline. Let's say buy shoes now. Leave this description. Then you can click again to add a new card. Select another one to add. So in your mind, let's imagine these are shoes. Okay. So this is one. You can see this is one. Let's say this is a shoe. This is another one, another shoe. So when the people see the ad, they just be scrolling and scroll. When they see a shoe they like, they just select that one, and it will lead them to the landing page. Okay, so but then see this stuff here, Facebook feed, Facebook marketplace. It means what you did here didn't save. So we'll come back. Let's go to placements. It's not supposed to be showing feeds alone. So let me tick this. Then let me untick this. Right? Let me untick it. Then I tick it. Then I remove Instagram. So now I have only Facebook. It's supposed to show only Facebook now. It's not supposed to show all of this. It's showing three placements. Anyway, let's leave that for now. So let's remove carousel. But that's how to run carousel ad. You just select as many images, put the headline, and all of them we have one primary text. All of them we have one primary text, the same primary text here. This is kind of ads like platforms like Jubia, they run. Carousel, you see lots of images in one ad. So now let's select single image or video. So select this, then scroll down to add media. Click the drop down, select add image or add video if you have an image or a video of your product. So let me see if there's anything on shoe here. Nothing on shoes. So let me see if we have. Click on upload if you want to upload from your system. If you want to upload from your system, always click on the upload button. So let's say this is our ad or this one. That's the shoe we want to run. Let's say that's the shoe we want to sell. You upload it. Saying that it's not really a good size. The image is smaller than 600 by 600 display, blah blah blah. So but we can use it. We can use it. Next, done. Right. So now the next thing we want to do is primary text. This shoe is the original. The original. I'm just writing nonsense on my head. This shoe is original and very classic. Can be worn on any dress or clothes or whatever, any clothes, any set of clothes, or any choice of clothes or dress, whatever. Mm, get 25%, sorry, 25% discount if you order for it today. Also enjoy free shipping and pay on delivery. Right? Then come to headline. Come to headline and say stuff like free shipping, pay on delivery, 25% discount. You get? So that is it. Okay, that is it. So the WhatsApp button is showing here. Mm, so that is it basically. Then you can do this if you want. If you don't want, just leave it. If you want, you can create something like this. Just click on it. They'll ask you to do something. So let me close this. Close this. Question one. You can say if they come, you can say hello. The message your WhatsApp will send to them. Hello, thanks for reaching out, or welcome to Sharp Shoes. Interested in getting or the now you write the name of shoes, the name of the shoe you are advertising, blah blah blah. Then frequently asked questions, just do something like this. Mm, yes, please, I am interested. I want to get the shoe. Please, I want to get the shoe. How do I place order? Okay, you can also add more. If you have, you can add more. Okay, let's say this is just the one you want to use. Then you can just say save and finish. No, I don't want to use this anymore. So Control C, save and finish. All right. Then when you are done, just click on publish. Okay, click on publish. It's publishing. Okay. Okay. There's an issue with this page. Sorry about that. But that's how you publish it. It should publish. And even I use another page now. It will be different. Let me see if I can use another page. So just click here to select Facebook page you want to use. Because I had already set it. It's not allowing me to select a new one because it has already been published. Okay, so but in your own case, it won't be like this. So you select the one you want to use, the page, make sure the page is fine and alright. Then you run the ad, publish. Once you publish it, Facebook is going to review it for a couple of hours. Then they will approve it if the ad is good to go. Okay, they will approve it if the advert is good to go. All right, and then that will be it. Once they approve your advert, start expressing messages on your WhatsApp, and definitely you're going to get messages as long as your advert is good, your creatives are nice, and your offer is amazing. You're going to definitely get messages on your WhatsApp of people interested in buying that product. All right, so the next thing would be that'll be end for this video, but I want to quickly show you something. Okay, I want to quickly show you something that I should have told you in the very beginning. You want to, before you start running ads, you want to go here, Facebook ads policy. Then you want to read about Facebook ads policy. You want to read about the Facebook ads policy. This is the advertising policy. So you want to read it. Make sure you read everything so you know how to set up your ads so you won't be in Facebook bad side. So Facebook will not be banning your ad anyhow. And even if they ban your ad, you can easily appeal to them so that they can restore your ad account or your ad. So these are their policies. So you want to read this. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. Um, I'm going to see you in the next video. The next video would be how to run lead generation ads. Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about in the next video. So see you in the next video.